There was an urgent call today for Ottawa to ante up, to come forward with money to repair the country's deteriorating roads, bridges, and sewer systems. The Federation of Canadian Municipalities is warning that ignoring the problem could be disastrous. But there is a hefty price tag, a whopping $123 billion. And cities and towns say they can't afford to foot the bill. CTV's David Aiken reports.
The world's longest covered bridge is no longer carrying anyone over the St. John River. It closed after engineers found a crack. In fact, bridge engineers across the country are taking extra care ever since this bridge near Montreal collapsed last year, killing 5. Now, a new Ontario study says billions are needed to fix bridges in that province.
We simply don't know whether all of our municipal bridges at this present time are safe.
Rotting and rusting bridges, cracked streets with huge potholes, water and sewer problems. Canada's public infrastructure is crumbling, say the country's mayors.
These problems are big problems for our economy, potentially for our safety as well.
It's largely up to cities and towns to maintain and pay for that infrastructure. But they complain that successive federal and provincial governments have squeezed their fiscal capacity to do so.
I can't recall a time when there's been so much pressure in terms of financial resources for a municipality.
The infrastructure deficit far outstrips the ability of municipal governments to address this problem through a standard property tax regime.
But Canada's infrastructure minister rejected criticism that his government has been too stingy.
All the things that the municipalities asked me when I met with them were delivered in budget 2007. And now the time is to be able to move forward. Projects are there.
In fact, the last federal budget set aside $33 billion for infrastructure projects. The government says that's the biggest spending package on infrastructure since the Second World War. Some of that money is already flowing to BC, Nova Scotia, and directly to some cities like Toronto. Ottawa is now working on deals with other provinces and cities to put all of that money to work. David Aiken, CTV News, Ottawa.